Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Raved and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. In the last episode, we brought our little sister Joey back from Dr. Kamigo's manor and came back to the Pokemon HQ lab, obtained the snag machine from Professor Crane, who sadly has been kidnapped by a shady group of individuals, and are now focused on the task of helping out around the lab with the Purification Chamber, which is the project that Professor Crane was also doing in addition to the snag machine, which is now complete. And in this episode, we are going to go help around the lab and see what we can do for the Purification Chamber. Now, before I do anything else, I want to give a shout out to SpiderCat711. Now, this person was the first person rather, who guessed the LP that I was going to be doing. This is not very late, this is pretty late. Not extremely late, but it is around a week or two late, and I apologize for that, but I hope it was worth the wait for you, so thank you, SpiderCat711. Thank you, SpiderCat711, for guessing and participating in that little mini contest I did. I really appreciate it, but either way, moving on to today's episode. Now, before we also go to our mother Lily, who said she was going to be the head of this whole operation, I want to go over the new Pokemon that we have obtained, which is our Shadow Teddiursa. Now, Shadow Teddiursa or Shadow Pokemon in general, are new additions to both Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon XD and Pokemon Coliseum. Now, these are Pokemon that, like Professor Crane said in the last episode, are fighting machines that have had the doors to their heart tightly shut, and it is our job as the trainer to kind of not make them like that anymore. But anyways, besides the whole shadow aspect of Teddiursa, back to the real composition of Teddiursa. Teddiursa is a he's a pretty physical attacker, and having a Teddiursa very early on in the game, such as this, is honestly very nice in my opinion. I like having this Teddiursa to use because, well, it's the only one we're gonna get for a while. Or not that long. Well, it's not gonna be that long, but it is a very good Pokemon to have, and once you purify it, because, spoiler alert, duh, you get to purify these Pokemon, you can use it to your advantage and get a pretty good physical attacker. It does learn a lot of good moves, and personally, I've used a Teddiursa and evolved form Ursaring, which is even better, obviously, in some of my playthroughs of this game. And now, what I believe to be the most important part about the Shadow Pokemon would be the movesets. Now, for all of you who have played Pokemon Coliseum, you might have remembered that there was only one move that Shadow Pokemon could learn that was relevant to their Shadow typing, which was Shadow Rush. And that did a lot of recoil damage. It was basically like Struggle. However, in this game, they noticed that and they took that out. Well, they didn't take it out, but they added a lot more Shadow moves, which I really enjoy. We have Shadow Blitz, which is basically a version of Tackle, but for Shadow Pokemon, and then Shadow Mist, which is Sweet Scent for Shadow Pokemon. It's very nice because I feel like it won't be so monotonous to have any other Pokemon, like back in Pokemon Coliseum, where all they could do was Shadow Rush, Shadow Rush, Shadow Rush. It was more violent that way. I kind of like that a little bit more, but in this, I like the diversity, so it's a lot more colorful, if you would say. And obviously, like Pokemon Coliseum, I keep confusing the two games. We have double battles in this game, and we always will, unless we only have one Pokemon in our party, or exceptions are met in which we can only battle with one Pokemon, which we will get into a lot later in the game. So with all that explanatory stuff aside, let's go to our mother and see what she has to say for us. This basic data should be fine now. Keep going with it. Sebastian, you came at the right time. May I get you to run an errand for me in Gateon Port? We've ordered a special machine part for the Purify Chamber from the parts shop. Gateon Port is due south from here. It's not far, but be careful. Jovi knows the parts shop. It's next door to Emily's house. Mommy, can Jovi go? Jovi wants to help everyone! Wow, you are really enthusiastic about this, Jovi. Jovi, I appreciate your offer. I know you want to help, but it's an important component. Okay. Jovi, you're a member of the lab staff too. You're like 6 years old. You may go if you take Sebastian with you. Dear, would you mind going with Jovi? We don't have a say in the matter because this is kind of forced scripting, and it's always been forced scripting, so we're technically held against our will, but whatever. Okay, Mommy. Big Brother is Jovi's assistant. You have to listen to Jovi, big brother. Hooray, we get to listen to our 6-year-old little sister. Off we go to Gateon Port. Sebastian, Jovi, both of you be very careful, please. I'm counting on you two. And I'm counting on Jovi that she doesn't boss me around and get us into some deep crap. But anyways, we are going to go to Gateon Port right now. And honestly, Gateon Port is one of my favorite places in this game. And I just went to... Actually, no, I believe I went to... Actually, no, I think I just went to a wall. Oh, no, I didn't. Wow, I'm confusing the layout of the Own HQ lab, which I know by heart. Well, that is very bad, but I see you, Pineco. I'm not even gonna bother. I'm not even gonna bother you, Pineco. Nothing is gonna stop me except researchers from the lab. Hey, Sebastian, Jovi, where are you two off to? Jovi's on an important trip to Gateon Port. Big brother is Jovi's assistant. Huh? Sebastian's your assistant? You must be confident with such a good assistant, Jovi. Yeah, I know. She wants me to tag along. Anyway, Sebastian, could we ask you to hold on to that snag machine and use it? There may be other shadow Pokemon out there. If you spot one, rescue it from the criminals. I'll make approaches to the authorities and other people that have Pokeballs available for sale at shops. There's more. I wanted to give these to you, Sebastian. And just like every other RPG out there, you know, we get useless tutorial stuff. They're documents on shadow Pokemon that Professor Crane and I compiled. Please read them. Well, because we are a 13-year-old and therefore are a teenager, I think we should act like one. And besides rebelling against our mother and failing, we're going to finally succeed and say no to reading your stupid Crane memos and just go straight up to Gateon Port and have a wonderful adventure there. And speaking of adventure, this is the world map of Ore. It's kind of small at the moment, but I want to at least show it off. It's very green around these areas. However, as we go on into game later, more to the southeast, because, spoiler alert, this game map is actually pretty huge, it compiles Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon XD together, which I find amazing. So there is going to be more. So trust me, the map isn't very small. We have a lot of places to go to. But anyways, let's move on to Gateon Port. And I must say right now, the music for this place and the scenery are absolutely amazing. Wow, big brother, look, look! It's the sea! The sea! It's so big! Listen, listen! The part shop is over there! Hurry, big brother! This way, this way! Wow, your cheeks are very pink. Ouchies! Jovi fell down! Hey now, where do you think you're going? Oh, sorry, sorry. Jovi is sorry. It wasn't on purpose. And look what you've done! You've messed up the happening Look-a-Zook, the coolest, baddest, and most happening guy around. Ugh! Sorry doesn't begin to cut it! Huh? You there? Yeah, you, punk! You're with this munchkin, aren't you? And it looks to me like you're a trainer. You look like you'll be a million times more fun than some munchkin. I'll stomp you flat with my shadow Pokemon. That's quite enough of that. Pokemon aren't meant to be used in such a manner. Choose your place and time. Shut it! Hey, Metal League senior citizen, take your preaching to someone who cares. Or you want me to pound you too? Wow, you clearly do not care about old people. Mr. Varick, perhaps I should. Huh? And who do you think you are? So now you're gonna play the man and stop me? This gets better by the minute. Let's see you try. And for one of the first and one of the only times in Pokemon history, excluding some other things, we get to sit back and watch two NPCs fight each other. We have an Alakazam and a Shadow Zangoose, and we might as well take some time to appreciate the fact, or at least look at the fact of how that Alakazam is extremely high level and took out that Zangoose, which is very underleveled, but still, That is a little bit of foreshadowing right there, because that Shadow Zangoose was level 28, and like I said, we are going to be capturing every single Shadow Pokemon in this game, because, duh, it's a 100% completion run. But we are only level 10 and 11, so we might be able to, or we are going to see that Shadow Zangoose later on in the game. Your power! Where does it come from? You've done it now! Don't think you're getting away with messing with a great Zook! Remember this! He walks like a very fat person. Should I give chase? No, that won't be necessary. He won't come back. Leave him be. Yes, sir. Let us be on our way. Thank you. Ho, that hardly deserves such gratitude, my little lady. We did only what had to be done, nothing more. Okay, well, after that interesting scene, let's go over to the part shop, but of course, just like this place loves to do, we have cutscenes. Jovi? Is that you, Jovi? Oh, Emily and Akri. Jovi! So it was you, Jovi, being harassed by that big strange man. Were you okay? Hello?
Hello. Are you interested in purchasing any of these fine retail games that I have on selection?
Stupid telemarketers. I should probably turn on my phone and recordings. That's something I forgot to do, and I actually even answered it. Oh well. Anyways, yep, strong people helped us. Big Brother was there too, so nothing bad happened. Jovi came here on an important visit. Big Brother is Jovi's assistant today. Oh, you must be Jovi's brother Sebastian. I'm glad we finally met. I'm Emily. Hi, Jovi's big brother. I have a name. Jovi has been a very nice friend to my daughter, Emily. That elderly gentleman's name is Mr. Varick. He comes here by boat with his 2 assistants occasionally. There's something very mysterious about him, don't you think? He's supposed to be fabulously wealthy. Rumors like that give me shivers. I'm hoping to become a novelist. Whenever I come across anything mysterious, I try to imagine a story around it. Anyways, be careful in this town. There are lots of rough customers about. Emily, we should be going. Okay, bye-bye, Jovi. Yep, see you, Emily. You know, I played this game so much, and I played to this point so much in all my playthroughs, that I just know what Jovi always says whenever she talks to Emily. But anyways, getting a little bit sidetracked there. The part shop is right over here, and this is our main location, but as we go inside, there is no one to be found at the front desk. So, what do we do now? Well, let's go ahead and talk to this guy. Maybe he has some insight as to where he is. The shopkeeper wasn't thinking straight when he got that clueless newbie to look after the shop. Now me, a regular customer, would be able to serve customers a lot better. Wow, way to go ahead and just completely down-talk every single customer, and not even customer, every single shopkeeper here. Man. Anyways, what we really want to do right now, because, well, it's not really, actually, it's not necessarily required, but it is highly, 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 highly recommended. And that is to talk to this sailor. Hi, did you want something here? The shopkeeper's out right now. He said something about having to go out to Dr. What was it now? Well, to that doctor's manor is where he went. He said his grandson Per will be back from repairing the rotating bridges, so I'm supposed to mind the shop until then. And actually, hold on, I forgot to mention, this is actually not recommended, this is required, my bad. But I don't know where anything is or how to ring up a sailor or anything. I have no clue what to do. I suppose it doesn't matter though, it's really quiet here. I'm getting awfully bored, really. If you like, how about you help me while some time away? I've got a tale to tell you that you may find interesting. You know what? My mom always told me not to speak to sailors, but this guy seems nice, so yes, I will go ahead and talk to you, Mr. Sailorman. When I was younger, I sailed all the world's seas as a navigator. Our world is huge! And this huge world is filled with an incredible profusion of Pokemon. Of all the Pokemon in our world, the one that I found to be the most interesting is Eevee. Now, Eevee is a unique Pokemon. It can evolve into 5 different types of Pokemon, you see. While I sailed, I studied Eevee quite exhaustively. As a result, I obtained 5 items that are the keys to Eevee's evolution. Oh? You said you're raising an Eevee? What a fortuitous coincidence! This must been meant to happen. Well, let me commemorate this occasion by giving you one of the 5 items. There's no need to be shy about it. Go ahead, choose one! Now this is where I'm gonna end the episode off here, because I want you guys to decide what evolution I should obtain for my Eevee. Normally, a lot of people who do these Pokemon XD runs always, and I mean, well, not always, but 98% of the time, they always pick the Pokemon that they want because they already have a team in mind, they want to show up a really good strategy. But you know what? I happen to know every single strategy ever for these things because, well, it's evolutions and there are lots of different types for them. So I want you guys to, in the comments, or anywhere really, to go ahead and choose what evolution you would like to see. The one that gets the most votes will be counted, and it will be the Pokemon that we shall use from here on out. Why am I doing this? To be more unique, and because I want to be more interactive with my audience in this one. And, guys, for the love of all that is holy and righteous in this planet, have common sense. Don't ask for Sylveon, or or Glaceon, or Leafeon. Those evolutions aren't even out yet. And we can't press B, so don't pick, oh, stick with Eevee to be classic. So, anyways, guys, next time on Let's Play Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, we are going to be choosing the evolution that was ranked highest in the comments, or wherever it is you guys may have voted. And we're going to go over to the rotating bridges to find Purr and see if you can get those shop parts. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.